Thank you for inviting us to present Hack4OpenGLAM in this setting as well. So I would like to invite our speakers on stage. We have Amber Osman Buvana Meenakshi, Ranjit Menon, and Rashad Al-Khnisi joining me. Hi. So going to the presentation, Hack4OpenGLAM is a hackathon that was organized in the context of the CC Summit for the first time last year.
Yes.
And for the second time this year. And the team, here's the team. We have a team, core team in AvoinGLAM in Finland. And we, through a call, an open call, we invited facilitators to the program and regional ambassadors. And together with me, these four people represent these ambassadors, and Ranjit is from the AvoinGLAM team. So maybe, well, just a brief overview of the activities that the ambassadors did is displayed here, but maybe I will not go into detail. I will let them speak themselves. So first I would like to, I will mention this. Douglas McCarthy from Europeana had hosted a session together with the ambassadors discussing the GLAM survey that they have done together with Andrea Wallis. And I think it has been a very fruitful encounter, as I see much of those fruits of that discussion being brought to this presentation. So first I would like to invite Ranjit Menon, and he will be speaking about his project. So strict 5 minutes, I must say, or maybe even less. Thank you.
Yeah. Hello. I'm testing a new microphone. I hope everyone can hear me. So
works well.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm presenting this with, I think you can see the slides as well, I think. Yes. Or Susanna, are you? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, go.
All right. So I'm Ranjit, and I'm presenting this along with Zachary Chan, who is not here today, but we had a project where we were discussing a project. We were pitching for a project called the Lost Voices, which is basically an attempt to address the challenges of fading access to vintage computers and vintage hardwares. There is actually a very active retro computing community that's been active on the internet and networking, and driven by the idea to sort of use these vintage machines to address the lost computing history and also the political and the technological context around those vintage machines. So we were proposing to be able to. Sorry. I think someone's mic is on.
Can I ask everyone to mute their mics? We're trying to mute people as well at the same time, but if you can check that your mic is muted, thank you.
Susanna, we can go to the next slide.
It's showing already.
Is it? Okay, I'm not sure where I can see the slides actually. Let me see. Okay, well, anyway, so yes, so the key theme with this project with vintage hardware is to address the archival gaps in the in this area of discovering vintage machines, and also the aspect of unretrieved memory inside this hardware. And also the archaeological and political impact of these vintage machines. 3 years ago, I had discovered a lot of hardware, for example, from experiments in arts and technology movement, which originated in the US. that had done a significant amount of experiments in India in the late 60s to the mid 70s. And that also drove this idea of addressing the challenges of how to revisit the hardware around these vintage machines. So these are some of the models that Zachary has made. If you see the next slides or the last one, of some of the Cray computers and the early Macs that has been recreated in a 3D studio. So initially what we were planning to do was to get in touch with computer museums, first in the US and around the world, to be able to recreate the context around these vintage computing systems and hardware and lost hardware. So that's basically, like, in a nutshell, the starting point of the project that we are pitching. Thanks.
I'm showing the second slide. Is that?
I think I had a problem seeing what slides were displayed, so I just went through all of them here.
Right.
But if I wasn't clear, just ask me and I can clarify. Yeah.
Yeah, you have an extra minute for a question. And if there are no questions, we can go forward and probably take then a question in the end.
Susanna, we do have one that just came in.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm just challenged to find it. Okay.
If you are in contact with the US Internet Archive, Ranjit, they have a similar program.
The US Internet Archive?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Yeah, I'll paste the note privately to you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes, I will definitely make a note of that.
Yeah.
And I think I missed another possibility with this project that was also important to mention. Was an example would be the CyberSyn computer system that was made in Chile in the late 60s by Allende and early 70s, which was then taken down through the coup. I think that's an example of a system that had potential and had big political context around it that could be revived, for example. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much. I think we'll save one note to the end, asking for maybe input about this. Thank you. Let's go forward. So next, I would like to invite to speak Amber Osman from Pakistan, who was here already.
Hello, everybody. I hope my voice is audible.
Yes, very well. We can hear you well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Firstly, I would like to, have some thanks to Europeana Conference 2021 that they invited us to this Hack4OpenGLAM presentation. And I will continue with my presentation. And before going forward, I would like to just give my small intro that I'm working for the advocacy of publication ethics, and moreover, working for the OpenGLAM program as well for the Creative Commons. And I think I should move forward with my first presentation topic, which is Hack4OpenGLAM Global Diversity. Susanna, if you could move over to the first slide, please. The second, I mean.
I'm showing now the communities and culture slide. Would you like to go to the...
Can you revert back to the previous one, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see.
As Susanna already explained that we had facilitators and regional ambassadors. So I was part of the regional ambassador thematic site that was for South Asia, and that was open science. And it was not limited to science only, because I had to deal with certain institutions and cultural heritage organizations in my country, Pakistan, and as well as I had contacts with other good individuals, good intellectuals related to GLAM institutions. So I wanted to talk about Hack4OpenGLAM global diversity. When I took part in this year's Hack event, which was happening at the Creative Commons Global Summit 2021, I realized that it's not just about just one single person or one world or one nation. It's all about the global diverse community we are living in. And we basically were of the regional ambassadors, the facilitators were from the different parts of the world. And we had one notion that we had to work on the GLAM perspective. And by this, I'll continue with my next slide, that I'll speak on the OpenGLAM Pakistan and the challenges and prospects that I'm facing with the GLAM institutions here. While communicating to my institutions in Pakistan, the regional as a regional ambassador for South Asia, I also wanted to point out that I had certain issues regarding the GLAM perspective here, because people did not have the idea and they did not have the awareness about GLAM itself. As a regional ambassador, we tried to translate the Hack4OpenGLAM messages and created awareness in our own language. And as you can see on the presentation, that I, with the help of my peers, translated in my national language, which is Urdu, the purpose and the motivation behind the Hack4OpenGLAM concept. Now, talking about the open GLAMs in Pakistan, there are various sites, heritage sites, which are in the UNESCO's world listing. And there are 17 basically cultural heritage sites which are in the tentative list that need to be included in the UNESCO's conservation and preservation list. What I see is that a lot has been done, but a lot has to be dealt with. As the Europeana conference is about recover, build and grow, it basically really reflects this notion for Hack4OpenGLAM as well. Because like the first, we see the Lahore Museum in our country. It is a digitized form. It is available on site. And there are various publications and aspects which are available. But the site is not aware, or the pieces or the information available on the site is not aware about the global concept of Creative Commons licenses, open licensing, and different copyrights and regulations in perspective to the OpenGLAM. The second, Minare Pakistan is not in the UNESCO's listing, and this is one of the sites which requires the, I can say, importance and attention to detail, because it's not being given importance. And we have various other sites which are not in the UNESCO's listing, but they require importance by our government, and even the international organizations which are working for the preservation of the heritage sites are to be given importance to these sites, so that they can we can help them preserve it.
I'm sorry, Amber, I think we have to move forward so that we can
all right.
time to speak. Thank you.
So the challenges and prospects further that we are trying to identify is identifying different aspects of GLAM in Pakistan and different institutions, We are trying to promote the GLAM concept and the specifically OpenGLAM concept. And then we are also trying to promote the Creative Commons GLAM program movement in Pakistan as well through different sources. Thank you so much. And I would stop my share. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Amber. I think I'm really enthusiastic about all this, all your work that you're doing. I will share my screen, unless Rashad, you want to share yours directly. I can share it. Which way do you prefer?
That's okay. You can share it.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rashad Al-Khamisi. I'm from Yemen. I was a thematic ambassador, and I was responsible for calling for developers around the MENA region. Today, I will speak not about my role in the Hack4OpenGLAM, but I will speak in the main problem that I want everyone to focus on. I will speak about the GLAM concept in general. There is, you can say, there is a leak in understanding and how GLAM can be introduced in the MENA region. As we all know, the MENA region is so rich in heritage, but as we can see from the previous map that Susanna shared, there was almost none from the MENA region. There was no teams, maybe one or two from the MENA region in general. So from the whole MENA region, well, we have only 2 or 3 teams. This can be a huge problem for this concept. So what I want to propose, or what I want everyone to focus on, that this concept can be introduced on the whole countries, but how we can do it. As I speak with Susanna, that I was the main plan that I was going to speak about Yemen, but when I saw and I thought, okay, why we should also speak about all other countries in the MENA region in general, because we have the same problem. There is a lack of awareness in this concept, and from my perspective and from Amber experience, I think we have a great opportunity to introduce this concept in this time, because everyone is going to online conferences and online activities, and it is maybe the best opportunity we have in this crisis. We can turn it to another opportunity. So how we can do this, and how we can introduce GLAM in the MENA region in general. I thought about it, and I can see that from Amber experience, we should work in each country and introduce this kind of events by direct events, because there is almost, and I include myself in this, this experience or this event. I was shocked from the activities that we are cooperating with each other. So the challenges, like also Amber said, there is a lack of awareness, and the huge problem that we also have, there are also a lack of the GLAMs in general. So I'm speaking from my perspective. When I was going to ask from my friends and other people that may interested in this kind of events, they said, okay, maybe we can help you, but the libraries are old, and there are so many problems with us. We can't work with you unless there are others that can help us. So I went to the Ministry of Culture, and I introduced this kind of concept, and they said, okay, do it, but we want an individual event. We can't go on an international event that we can't understand. We need to do it locally, then we can go internationally. So I planned with Susanna that from the beginning, from the next year, we can maybe introduce GLAM for the first time in Yemen. And we have a lot of challenges, like for example, we are currently in war, but this can't be prevent us from doing such a good activity. And there are also the government itself, they are lack of responsibilities, and there are so much bureaucracy in their process. So we are going to the universities, also the schools, and we can introduce this concept like Wikipedia. When we are introducing Wikipedia, we faced so much challenges and so much rejection from the government and the responsible people that we are going to ask that you can join us. Here the final slide that I want to share with you. For example, Yemen, we have more than 50,000 manuscripts, old manuscripts, and this kind of heritage that are neglected, and no one cares about it, because there are so much lack in resources, and maybe this kind of work need more understand and more resources, and more people to work with it. And I hope from the beginning of the next year, we can start from maybe 2 to 3 universities that we can transfer maybe I am saying maybe 100 of the manuscripts, the old manuscripts, to a digitalized version. And let's hope that we can focus. And I invite all of you to work with us, not just in Yemen. Also, you can go from other countries. I am speaking from my friends in Egypt, my friends in Jordan. They are interested in this kind of activities. And I like this community because we are cooperating with each other. And it was very excited experience, and it was a friendly environment to work with this wonderful team. And that's it. Thank you so much for listening. And you can go to the next slide.
Thank you, Rashad. I'm again like really surprised and blown away by all the activities that you have done, also continuing after the event.
Thank you.
So thank you. The world thanks you, all of you.
Thank you.
So going forward on to Buvana Meenakshi, and I will give the floor to you. Can I? Yeah, I will show the slides, and I will go to the next one.
Sure. Thanks, Susanna. Yeah, hi everyone. This is Bhuvna Meenakshi from India. Keeping my talk short. Yeah, just like going to emphasize here a little about digitizing GLAM. I think it's a very popular discussion that's been like happening, since the beginning of the Europeana conference today. I think a lot of various techniques and various discussions this is revolved around. My best intake from the Hack4OpenGLAM was as a technologist. I was super interested in understanding how how the baby steps towards like, you know, moving towards digitizing GLAM could look like. And also like coming from a developing nation, I'm more enthusiastic about like how the awareness of the GLAM and also, you know, basically the I would say the scripts or the manuscripts of or, you know, all the paper stuffs that's like from the ancient times, which is like gathered around, how they could be preserved for more years to come, and how the best techniques that we can think of, and how that these digitizing of GLAM as a concept could be made accessible for you know, nations, or like for people who are just getting introduced to digital interfaces and also hardware software stuff, and making things global and open, and also how this could directly impact on the open source movements like wiki. There's a good round of data collection and stuff on Wikidata, Wiki Commons, and such projects. And also from the Hack4OpenGLAM, we did have a good amount of projects on like discovering new tools, like, you know, finding out best tools for transcriptions in various languages. Transcribus was a tool, and also doing some open map, open mapping, like in OpenStreetMap, how to make it more localized open maps for specific regions of the globe, which isn't much available, or like which is just not you know, digitized or having its presence online. So I think this is the need of the heart to get started with you know, digitizing these resources, or like digitizing cultures and heritage across the globe. And also I just found or like my takeaways were, you know, for preserving or like for archiving, I think the essentially 4 strategies. You know, first thing is like, you know, understand what has the need, like, you know, like which one you want to give more priority to save, and you know, archive or like preserve particular you know, very ancient manuscript, or like or just any kind of like ancient art, or whatever you think that, you know, needs to be saved. I think those are, you know, as a collective, or as probably as art, or like movie, or how that you think to be preserved, then decide on what's also important for you and the nation and people around you. And also it's time to then organize the content, and then it's basically decentralizing those copies across the globe. So that's how, you know, it's like the basic principles of preserving GLAM for the future works and stuff. So I think these were my takeaways from this short span of the Hack4OpenGLAM, and I hope you know, we would have a better and more enhanced enhanced I would say version of Hack4OpenGLAM soon, and also the GLAM school and other stuff. So thanks everyone for this opportunity.
Thank you, Bhuvana. Super interesting activities in India as well. If you have questions, we are going over time already by just a couple of minutes. But if there are questions that you want to have answered right now, please write in the chat, or maybe also you can reach everyone during this event on these events channels. I don't see.
So far, there are no specific questions. It's just some really nice exchange of information between Vladimir and the others. So happy to see that. But yeah, if there are questions, just please feel to also unmute yourself if you want to share something.
We are going to have monthly calls for Hack4OpenGLAM, and it's going to evolve into something. That's why we have the calls. There's probably we are developing it again, or like creating it again next year. But currently, it's open for ideas, different versions, and we are thinking about this idea of GLAM school, which is like a blanket term for anything that an advocate like these heroes would need to be able to address a GLAM, or what the GLAM professional who has been contacted would need in order to be able to share openly or go open. So it's going to be a process, and we are trying to keep doors, ears and eyes open to all directions. If there's nothing urgent right now, we can be found all over the place. Thank you very much, Europeana. Thank you, presenters, and hope to see you all again.